こんにちは、私はです。Hey guys, it's the Kawaii twin. Today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys a room tour, a Kawaii room tour. So if you guys saw my recent video, I did a Kawaii room makeover where I kind of redecorated my room to make it very Kawaii core, anime core, and web core inspired. I showed you guys all my inspiration. This is kind of an example of what I was going for. This is my inspo, and finally it has all come together and I'm so happy with the way it turned out. This room was definitely on a budget. I didn't buy anything new, except like my poster, but other than that, I didn't buy anything else. All the items that I used to decorate my room were items that I already owned. I am planning on doing another video where I focus on some Kawaii DIY tips, as well as DIY items and things you can do to make your room Kawaii on a budget. And I'll be very specific in that video as to what parts of the Kawaii room redecorating and remodeling and things like that were done on a budget. So I will be kind of narrowing them down to 5 different points. So if you guys are looking to make your room Kawaii on a budget, then definitely be looking forward to that video. I'll be working on that video soon, so I can't wait for you guys to go ahead and check that out. But for now, I'm going to show you guys the Kawaii room tour. I am so happy with the way it turned out. I think it's so Kawaii. You guys can probably see towards the back. You guys can see a little bit of things that I've added to the room as well. So I'm so excited for you guys to see everything. So let's go ahead and get straight into the video.
So let's start with a preview of the room. This is a very quick run through of just the way the room looked. I wanted you guys to get just a general idea of the way the room looks as of now. I'm very happy and very satisfied with the way everything turned out. I was honestly a little bit worried that I wasn't going to be able to make the room exactly how I wanted it. I was also worried that maybe the little posters on the wall wouldn't work with the room, but they worked out perfectly. So let's go ahead and get straight into the actual video. So let's start looking at this wall. So after decorating everything, this is the last thing I actually did, but I wanted to show you guys the room kind of from this side first. And as you can see here, I added my really kawaii Ida bag, or I like to think of it as my Japanese schoolgirl bag. It's honestly one of my absolute favorite bags to use with my kawaii outfits. And I was honestly really inspired by these pictures from Pinterest. I wanted to have a very anime but yet kawaii style room, and I know a lot of girls would hang their bags kind of on their door. So I wanted to do something like that. I felt like after everything was decorated, I felt like that wall looked very empty, and I wanted to have just something on there, and I thought why not put my bag. I always put my bag in the closet and it's always kind of being squished by all my clothes. I like to hang it, and I felt like this would be a perfect spot. I wanted to be very reasonable with the items that I was going to use as decoration, because I like that this bag can be used as decor, but I can also use it on the go. You know, if I want to wear a kawaii outfit, I have my kawaii bag is being hanged somewhere, so I thought that was a very useful area to have it, and it can also be used as decoration. So now let's go on to this other side. I really wanted to focus on this side first, just because it's one of my favorite sides of the room. I think it's so cute, and I was honestly inspired by these pictures from Pinterest. These 2 pictures, I absolutely love the whole like anime pictures on the wall. I'm not sure if these people purchase these anime posters, but I had my own little kawaii posters that I could use. So as here you guys can see, I have a kawaii little sort of like a character poster. These are from like a pages that you guys are going to see from a little kawaii book that I got when I was living in Japan. And I think this is for like little kids, but I love the decor. I love the kawaii bright colors. It's a very kawaii image, to be honest, and I added that to the other side as well. So it seems like the other one are supposed to be like coupons, and this other design is supposed to be like cotton candy, and I think it's really cute. Of course, I wanted to implement kawaii elements as well as anime themed elements to the room. You guys can see here, these came from that little book right over here, and that they would really well, because I felt like this part was very empty. I thought that this little shelf with all the kawaii items would block that kind of empty spot, but it did not, so I knew I had to add something over. This is also from that same kawaii little notebook or book that I got from Japan, and I felt like this worked really well. This is a much harder material. It's actually a whole sticker, so I decided instead to just tape the back with a little cardboard material that it had. So instead of actually using that sticker and sticking it onto the wall, I decided to just use my own tape over it. And then here I have this other kawaii poster that I got from Japan. I told you guys this in my other video, my kawaii anime room remodeling video. You guys can check that out somewhere up here if you guys haven't seen that video yet. I'll be leaving a link to that video in the description box below so you guys can check that out. But anywho, I actually got this when I was living in Japan. I actually stayed at a Japanese university, and the train station that was close to us was the same station that you would need, you had to pass by in order to get to Sanrio land. So us as university students at that school, we got a discount, specifically to Sanrio land. So I thought it was really cool, and they had this at my school actually. They had like a little shop, and they weren't selling these. I mean, these were just little these were just like pamphlets that you could just take if you wanted, and I decided to take one because I absolutely loved the little design, and my goal was to go to Sanrio land at some point. I got this back in like 2019 when I went. I think it's telling you here like the price. I'm not really sure. I'm not very good with kanji or reading kanji. But here I think gives you like a general overview of how much each ticket costs. I'm not really sure. But I think it's really, really kawaii, very, very cute, and instead of just keeping it in my closet like I told you guys in my other video, I really wanted to showcase items that I already had, showcase items that I had from Japan that I was really happy about owning, you know, so I decided to use, you know, rather than have them as trash or just store them, I wanted to use them as decor. This little note card I got from a shop in Japan. I purchased a Ranma 1.5 theme t-shirt, and I got this little postcard with it. My twin sister also got the same one, but I decided to use mine as decor for the room. This is my Angel Beats poster that I am so excited about. I absolutely love this poster. Here you guys can see all the Japanese words. I can't read any of that because a lot of it is in kanji, but here is some of the Angel Beats characters, and I really loved this design. I loved all the Japanese writing into it. I really wanted to have that element in the poster and in the design, just because I really wanted to give very anime core vibes into this room. I really wanted to, usually my room, last time when I decorated my room was a very princessy kawaii look, but this time I really wanted to have this sort of anime Akihabara vibes to it, because I know lately I've been obsessed with that sort of aesthetic, and I definitely want to go to Akihabara, but I definitely wanted to give this room very Akihabara yet kawaii vibes. It says Angel Beats. I think Angel Beats came out in 2010. I'm not just probably what that's saying, but this is a better view of that part of the wall. I wanted you guys to get a much better view of just how that looks. So with the Angel Beats poster and the other miniature posters at the bottom, I think it was a perfect blend between kawaii and anime aesthetic. I actually had to tape the Sanrio Puroland poster to a little bit more to the left, so a little bit outside of that box in order for the other little posters to fit, but I think it looked really, really nice anyways. This is a, so I asked you guys in the other video before, this is a calendar, an old calendar that I got back in 2020, and this is 2021 now, so I actually got the calendar really, really cheap at Michael's because it no longer was a functioning calendar. So I used that calendar as miniature posters. I absolutely love the design, and I believe these characters are called Bananya, I'm not sure that's correct. I'll probably show you guys like an image of that character right now if I can find it, but it's my new favorite character. I love this character. I think it's so cute. They're just a bunch of cats in like bananas. I think they're living in bananas. I'm not sure, but I just love the little design. I have a bunch of other posters from that same character, and I know that when it's the holidays, like it's Christmas time or Halloween time, I can just kind of trade them. But who knows? I absolutely love this design. I love all the pink accents to it. You guys can see here, I wanted to have them be in a specific order, and was so aesthetically pleasing, and just like it was just amazing that these posters just fit exactly in this little frame. So that was amazing. And you can see here, this is the way that they turned out. I am absolutely obsessed. I will honestly say that this anime wall, or this kind of poster wall, is my absolutely favorite part of the room. So let's go and actually look at the shelves. So here I have a miniature little binder. This actually belongs to my twin sister. She actually got this in Japan when we were living over there, and we actually ended up going to Toys R Us in Japan, and we were just really curious. We just went in to see what they have. And they had a bunch of cool toys that are just available, of course, in Japan, and this is one of the little toys they had there, and this was just sort of like a little journal that you can make. I think it's for 12-year-olds, and my sister really liked the colors. The packaging is so cute. You guys probably already saw this in my other Kawaii room tour video. So if you guys want to see a little bit more of an in-depth look to that, then you guys can check out that video. I'll be leaving a link to that other Kawaii room tour video in the description box below or somewhere up here, so you guys can click on that link. this is it. So you can see here, you can kind of have your own profile. So here it's, I think it says nickname, so saying like your nickname, and Takao is his nickname, and things that he likes. So I guess this would work, you know, if you were going to school and you want to ask other people like, what's your profile, you know, give it to me. And so, you know, I think it's really cute, and honestly my twin sister and I are studying Japanese, so I think it's a really useful little journal to use to study Japanese. And you know, I feel like this would be really useful when we're studying Japanese, like we make friends in our Japanese class, then we could probably ask other people like, hey, what's your name, and then, you know, we can write their name in hiragana or katakana, and what's their nickname. And I feel like this is a really useful, honestly, item to use for studying Japanese, so I'm definitely gonna let her know about that, because she hasn't really found a usage for them, just because it isn't like your typical notebook for like journaling. It has a couple of different activities you can do, which I think is also really cool, but that's that item. So now you guys can see here, these little pictures on the wall belong to this little notebook. I don't know if I actually used this little notebook for decor in my recent Kawaii room tour. Not really sure, but I really wanted to have this little item displayed in the room, because I just really love the design. You guys can see here it has a bunch of Kawaii different designs. I think this is supposed to be, I think, for little kids. You play around with it. I can read what's written on here, but I don't completely understand what's going on. I do want to one day just sit down and maybe just study this book. I feel like this would be a very fun Japanese study activity that I can do to, you know, kind of put that as a goal. Like, I'm going to make sure that I understand everything that's in this little book, and it's really cool because it's for kids. It's very simple Japanese. I don't think it's very difficult Japanese, and it's probably for fun. I mean, I'm guessing these are kind of like little coupons that you can play. I mean, as a kid, maybe. I remember as a kid, I used to play, you know, that there was a little market, and I would, you know, get random items in my house, and I would pretend that was a little market. So I'm guessing that's kind of what you can use it for. There's like little coupons for, you know, the popcorn and the cotton candy and things like that. So, I mean, I think it's really cute. I love the little design on it, and I don't know, I just love all things that are kawaii, and I really wanted to use this for the, like, on the wall as a poster, just rather than having them in this little folder. I wanted to display them. Now I am maybe thinking about maybe making a Patreon for you guys, and I'm thinking of having like different options. And one of the options I would love to make, like, send you guys cards and letters using this kawaii letter set that I have, that I've gotten, and just send you guys cards just thanking you guys for watching my videos, for supporting me on Patreon, and having like different tiers if you guys become a Patreon member. And I have lots of videos that I've done previously that I just scheduled, so if you guys want to get an exclusive access to certain videos that I haven't posted yet onto YouTube, then you guys can get like that exclusive, you know, early access to watch those videos. I'm also thinking of maybe having one where I can show you guys specific videos about Japan. I did, like I told you guys earlier, I lived in Japan for a little bit, and I have some contents and videos, so I would love to put those together and maybe make content that you guys can only see if you guys are part of the Patreon membership. So I would love to make videos of, like I said, videos from Japan, that maybe some footage that I didn't show you guys, and just make exclusive videos just for the people who are part of the Patreon membership. So, but I definitely want to do a lot of research on it. But yeah, let me know if you guys are interested in. I'm not really sure, maybe later on in the future when I become a little bit more of a bigger influencer and a bigger YouTube creator, then maybe I'll think of maybe doing that later on. But if you guys are interested in me doing something like that now, then yeah, please let me know. I have a lot of amazing ideas. But if you guys would be interested in that, then please let me know in the comment section down below. That would really mean a lot to me. So let's look at the notebook in the back. This is a Sanrio characters themed notebook. You guys probably saw that in my Sanrio stationery haul. I'll be leaving a link to that somewhere up here, so you guys can go ahead and click that up there. You guys also probably saw it in what's in my kawaii bag video. As I told you guys earlier, I like to keep my items nice and safe, and I like to put them in like their own home if they're not in the bag. Here is a really kawaii folder that you guys also probably saw in the Sanrio stationery haul. I think it's really cute. Definitely want to use it for when I start taking Japanese classes. I can put some Japanese notes, things like that. This is a really kawaii letter that a good friend of mine and my sister's, she gave to us before we left Japan. I thought it was really cute, and it was Sanrio little twin stars inspired, which I thought was really cute. So I wanted to kind of display it rather than just keep it in the closet all, you know, stored there. I felt like it'd be a really nice piece to use as decoration. In the back I have some folders. One of the folders belongs to me, the other one belongs to my sister, and this is a My Melody folder. Now I decided to put this towards the back of the little shelf area in order to just cover the back. That way it didn't look so empty or kind of like naked. But I'm definitely planning on using this really kawaii folder for once I start taking Japanese classes. I'm so excited. I'm going to be going back to school next week, and I'm honestly so excited about the Japanese classes. But you can see here, this is kind of covering the back, and I feel like it adds a nice little frame. And then let's look at the next item. This is a very kawaii letter set. I actually got this from Daiso probably about a year ago or at the beginning of this year. I'm not really sure. But I think it's really cute. Here's another little notebook that I also got from Daiso, and this has very pretty accents of purple, and it has a bunch of different images of kawaii makeup as well, so I think it's really cute. I like using it for when I'm making letters for my friends. Here are some kawaii stickers. One of them is inspired by Pom Pudding, the other one's inspired by cinnamoroll. Here's a very kawaii bunny. It is actually a sharpener that you guys probably saw in What's in My Kawaii Bag video, but I decided to use that little kawaii rabbit sharpener and kind of use it as decor. So here is little rabbit holding a strawberry. I felt like it would look a little naked there, so I decided to put it here. Here is another item that I purchased from Japan. These are really kawaii pencils. They have this really pretty print of a kawaii cat. It's probably another Japanese kawaii character that I've never heard of, but I thought it was really cute. Here are some very kawaii stickers. I haven't really found a reason to use them, and I think they're so cute, and I really like using them for like decor, but if I do start a Patreon, I might use these stickers, and for letters that I'm giving to you guys, when I give you thank you letters, I'll use these kawaii stickers, so you might be lucky and get one of these kawaii stickers. But for now, I'm using it as decor. I think it's very kawaii, and I'm a big fan of sweets. I have such a sweet tooth, so does my twin sister, and this is definitely one of my favorite stickers. I love that it has a bunch of different kawaii desserts on it. Now let's look at the other side. So this is another kawaii folder that I got. It's kind of, I think you guys have probably already seen this folder before in the Sanrio Stationery haul. I'll probably leave a link to that somewhere up here so you guys can definitely check that out. But it's really cute. It's one single folder. And in the back it has this very nice pastel green color. In the front it has this very nice pink color. I decided to put it over here in order to kind of block that empty spot right here, and I feel like it works really well. It kind of frames the area. Now let's look at this very kawaii pencil pouch. This is a rilakkuma themed pencil pouch. This belongs to my twin sister. She actually got this in Japan. So let's open that up. It was kind of hard for me to open it up with one hand since I had the camera in my other hand. So, but anywho, this pencil pouch works really well to keep smaller items. This is my sister's keychain that she decided to put it in there because she already has another keychain she can use. Here I'm trying to open the pencil pouch even more. And I believe these you put at the top of your pencil just to make them more kawaii. I don't really know what they're used for, but I think this is just to make your pencil look very kawaii. I'm not really sure. I just think it's very cute. They kind of look like little bottles of drinks. It's honestly super kawaii. And then this is a very kawaii pencil of rilakkuma. I think it has kiritori. I believe that's the character from rilakkuma. And then I think it's just kiritori and rilakkuma. I don't see korilakkuma in there. But I think it's very kawaii. My sister will probably use it for the new Japanese classes we're going to be taking. So I think it's definitely very kawaii. This is another kawaii pencil pouch. This one is mine. My sister actually gave it to me when we were coming back from Japan. She kind of surprised me, and I thought it was really sweet of her. So here I'm once again trying to open the pencil pouch with one hand. And this has a very cute design of Alice in Wonderland. You guys can tell from the front. So inside I have some sticky tabs that I'm planning on using once I start Japanese classes. They're honestly very useful. I actually had these very similar sticky tabs back when I started taking Japanese classes, I believe at the beginning of this year or last year. I still can't remember. And here are some more kawaii pencils with the same kawaii print of the Alice in Wonderland sort of character. I thought it was really cute. If you guys don't know, I'm a big fan of Alice in Wonderland. Alice is one of my favorite Disney characters. And then here is a kawaii eraser with that same sort of kind of character of Alice. So I thought it was really cute. Definitely want to use it for when I start taking Japanese classes. Here is a very kawaii tag. This actually came with a cinnamoroll plushie that a good friend of mine gave me before I was leaving Japan. You guys will probably see the cinnamoroll plushie in a little bit. But here I like keeping kawaii tags. If you guys saw on my other video where I did the kind of kawaii anime room makeover, you guys probably saw that I like to keep a lot of the kawaii packaging. So here I feel like I could maybe use it for the wall at some point if I ever want to redecorate and I want to add some more little miniature posters on the wall. I feel like that definitely work. It could work really well for scrapbooking. So here we have Mrs. Potts My sister actually got this at Tokyo Disney Sea when we were going to Japan our first time at Tokyo Disney Sea. I'll be leaving a link somewhere up here so you guys can watch that video if you guys haven't seen that yet. We had such a great time, and my sister really wanted to get sort of a souvenir from Tokyo Disney Sea. We are very big Disney fans, so she ended up getting this Mrs. Potts. What's really cool about this one is that you can't find this in the US, or you can't find this actual design. I think it's a lot more pretty and more sophisticated. So my sister really wanted to get that one, and I think it's really, really cute. And then that's kind of put on the side. Here we used to have a bunch of plushies, but it just felt like it got too cluttered, and I wanted to make it look a little bit more clean and a lot better. So everything seemed a little bit more organized now. Before, things were falling because there were just so many items, and I felt like this worked a lot better. So you guys can see here we have these Kawaii headband. This is a bunny headband that you guys have probably already seen in the other Kawaii room tour video. And then here I have some other Kawaii cat ears. These are actually headbands that I got from Daiso, and these are just headbands you would use if you want to wash your face. They were very inexpensive, and here you guys can see here these poles actually held a mirror, and it's actually used for the Vanity set, but I ended up accidentally breaking it, and I didn't want to throw it away, so I decided to use it here, put it kind of as shelving, and put Kawaii items over there. I wanted to use it. I felt like it could be very functional, and I just felt like those tubes that were sticking out just looked kind of weird, so I wanted to add something to make it look kawaii, and I felt like these Kawaii headbands really, really worked, and I feel like it was a very unique way of kind of decorating the room. You guys can see here these are some really ugly metal, really ugly poles right here, so I wanted to cover that, and I decided to use this Kawaii kitty headband. It's very, very functional, because if I ever want to actually use these Kawaii ears and take some pictures, I can definitely do that and then just put it back in its place. These are the other bunny ears. So here we have these Kawaii bunny ears at the top. One of them belongs to me, the one belongs to my twin sister. And then this one has a Kawaii bear headband at the bottom. These two Kawaii headbands are mine, but I decided to use them for decor. And I felt like it looked very, very cute. I love how they're very neutral, but they had a nice cute pop of color, and I feel like it definitely gives a very kawaii vibe to it. Definitely finishes the whole room, and it kind of creates a little bit of height in this sort of area. So I think it's very, very kawaii, very, very cute. As I told you guys earlier, I am planning on making a video. I'm actually working on that video right now, on how to make your room kawaii on a budget. And I am going to talk about these little elements, because you can honestly be very creative with your room. You know, you can find items at Daiso or maybe your local dollar store, and you can really use items that you wouldn't traditionally use for your room for decor and use them. You know, for example, these headbands, you wouldn't really use them for decor, but I decided to use them, and I think it turned out very, very kawaii. This whole area right here honestly is my favorite. This whole wall is my favorite. Now, I did want to add a little bit of me, a little bit of what I'm interested in, and so here I have the Kawaii Duffy ears that my sister and I actually got from Tokyo Disney Sea, and here I have some of my absolute favorite seifukus, some of the only seifukus I own actually. I definitely want to add more to the collection. So some of the Duffy ears are mine, the other ones are my sister's. And here I have some Kawaii seifukus that I felt like really worked for the anime aesthetic. I was really inspired by this picture from Pinterest. The girl has her Kawaii seifuku hanging along with her Kawaii cat ears, and I wanted to recreate something like that because I definitely wanted to give the room a very anime aesthetic. As you guys know, a lot of anime characters use seifukus. They wear school uniforms, especially the school life themed anime, and because I wanted the room to be very anime core, as well as kawaii core, I definitely wanted to add this element. So here I have a very kawaii pink seifuku you guys have seen me wear so many times that I actually got from Bodyline at a Japanese shop in Harajuku in Japan. And then here I have a very kawaii seifuku. This one I actually got from Amazon, and this one is mine. This other one is my twin sister's kind of school uniform. We have the same one. It's very, very cute. Definitely gives me very kawaii bear aesthetic. But I definitely wanted to hang the seifukus because I felt like it really it worked well for both aesthetics that I was going for. It has that kawaii vibe to it, but I feel like it's more of an anime aesthetic, which is definitely what I was going for. Lately I've been very interested in the anime aesthetic, and I definitely wanted to add that element. I also ended up getting another kawaii seifuku. This is a black seifuku with a accents of red. And I haven't taken a picture in this outfit yet. I want to take some pictures for Instagram. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, then definitely check out my Instagram at cutefudago. I'll be leaving the link to that in the description box below, and probably show you guys somewhere here on the screen so you guys can click on that. But if you guys have been following my account for a while now, you guys know that I'm obsessed with Japanese school uniforms, nanchate, and kogal fashion. I'm mainly interested in nanchate fashion. I like kogal fashion just because of these slouch socks, but I'm mainly into nanchate fashion. And this is a Japanese fashion subculture that focuses on wearing school uniforms uniforms for fun and as a fashion style. I definitely want to make another video that really focuses on what is Nantate fashion. So for those of you guys who are interested in that and who want to get into that fashion style, then maybe that will help you guys out. So I definitely want to make a video on that. I do have a playlist dedicated to just kind of my fashion style and kawaii school uniforms. So if you guys want to check that out, I'll be leaving a link to that playlist up here or maybe in the description box below, so you guys can check that out. So now let's look at the curtains, and these are some plain sheer curtains. These are just neutral curtains. Originally when we did the room, that's when we got these curtains, and we wanted a very princessy style room, and these curtains worked really well for the kawaii aesthetic as well, but they were very expensive on Amazon, so we ended up actually going to IKEA and getting them much cheaper. So definitely check out IKEA. It's another really great place to get inexpensive items. So let's look at the bed. So this is actually my twin sister's side of the bed, and you guys can see here she has a lot of plushies. So let's start with the first plushie. This is a Duffy plushie, and this is actually from the uffufy collection. I believe uffufy plushies are like a Japanese style. I believe it originally came from Japan, and she has this Donald Duck character. And then this is the A Peach plushie that you guys probably saw in the other kawaii room tour video. Now this is a very special plushie to my twin sister. So she actually made her own character. The character is called Mimi, and it's a kawaii little rabbit. She has a bunch of other characters that she's made already, and the reason why she's done this is because her biggest dream is to open a kawaii character cafe. So you guys have probably heard of the Pompo Pudding Cafe, maybe Cinnamoroll Cafe, Hello Kitty Cafe, and they all focus on one character, and so that's what she wants to do. She wants to kind of create her own little world and create kawaii characters that she can make desserts out of. So that's what she's been working on honestly since middle school. So she's been working on this dream for a very long time. But I did want to clarify something. So Kawaii Twins is no longer, me and my twin sister no longer form Kawaii Twins. It's just me now. I didn't want to change the name because most of you guys know my account and me as Kawaii Twins. But it's me, Abby. I am the one who is who's in charge of this channel now. My sister actually wanted to make her own separate channel that focuses just on kawaii baking. She absolutely loves baking. That's her biggest passion, and she really just wanted to make her own channel just dedicated to that. And in her channel you can see some of the things that she's interested in. She's done some Yumerio patisserie themed desserts. If you guys are really into that anime, then you guys can definitely check out her videos. She's honestly a big inspiration to me to make kawaii desserts, and so you guys will probably later on see me make some kawaii stuff. But yeah, we decided to no longer form Kawaii Twins. So if some of you guys was confused, and yes, that is what happened. Now I am the one in charge of this channel, but you might see my sister here and there in the videos. And we are planning on going back to Japan, so you guys will probably see my sister in those vlogs as well. But if you guys were wondering, that's what happened. So if you guys want to check out my sister's channel, that's called Ichigo Patisserie. I'll be leaving a link to a description box below, so you guys can definitely check her channel out. It's very kawaii. So let's look at the other plushies that she has. So this is a very kawaii panda plushie. I showed you guys this in the kawaii weekend vlog, so you guys can definitely click on that. And then here is I believe it's Kiritori. It's another rilakkuma character, or a character seen there. The other one is Korilakkuma, and then this is actually rilakkuma. This is I believe this is like a specialty rilakkuma plushie because it has these strawberry designs, and my sister and I are also really obsessed with the kawaii strawberry aesthetic, so this was honestly a really kawaii plushie that she knew she had to get. This is a very kawaii Hello Kitty plushie that a friend of ours gave her before we left for Japan, before we came back to the US and left Japan. This is Mickey, Minnie, and Daisy Duck. And you guys can see here the tags are still on there. My sister wanted to still have the tags, that way it still feels new. And she takes very good care of her plushies. They're like her babies, to be honest. And then this is a very kawaii macaroon plushie in the shape of Mickey Mouse. And it's very cute. I believe you can only purchase this in Japan, in Tokyo Disney Sea or Tokyo Disneyland. So she definitely wanted to get it. We are big fanatics of Disney. We absolutely love Disney, and we go to Disneyland whenever we can. So we definitely want to go back to Japan and go to Tokyo Disneyland, because we actually didn't end up going. We only went to Disney Sea, but another very kawaii plushie. These are both Winnie the Pooh characters. So this is actually Piglet. This is an individual plushie. My sister has been lately obsessed with the Winnie the Pooh aesthetic. She just loves Winnie the Pooh. Here is Winnie the Pooh, as you can see here, and there's like a little piglet stuck to the plushie right here. So it's very kawaii. I believe this still has a tag. I'm not really sure. And then here is another kawaii rabbit plushie. Nothing special about it, it's just very kawaii. this is one of her favorite plushies. This is Gus, and it is a kawaii snowman in a deer suit. She actually got this from Daiso, so it was very inexpensive, and it's very, very kawaii. It's honestly one of her favorite plushies, to be honest. Now let's look at the vanity set. Now, if you guys can see here, this is my side of the bed, and I don't have as many plushies as my twin sister does, so it's honestly a little bit sad, but I do invest more of my money on makeup, in kawaii Japanese themed makeup. So a lot of the makeup that you see here belongs to me. She spends more of her money on the kawaii plushies, so you know, she at least gets to decorate her bed, look very, very kawaii. Here I have some kawaii bags. So I actually had a mirror, and you can see here the mirror is being held by these little pins, and I decided that instead of making more holes on the wall, I could just use the pins that were already there. So here I have some kawaii bags, and I decided to just kind of hang them on those little pins. So one of them is inspired by Hello Kitty, the other one is inspired by cinnamoroll. And these bags are very, very small, so unfortunately I can't really use them as like for outfits or for kawaii outfits, just because of just how small they are. Not a lot of stuff fit in there, but I think they're very, very kawaii, and I feel like it worked really well for this whole vanity area. So let's look at this very kawaii plushie. This plushie my sister actually got at the Salvation Army, so that is a thrift store here in the US, and it was very, very cheap because it was actually quite new, but it was dirty. So my sister actually, as soon as she bought it, she washed it on her own, and it worked really, really well as decor. I decided to use this kawaii letter set. This is a Hello Kitty sanrio themed letter set that I got for my birthday, and I decided to just kind of have the little kawaii rabbits kind of holding the letter set, and I felt like it worked really well for decor in this section, and this plushie is very, very kawaii, so I felt like it definitely created a really nice height in this little area. And then here we have a very kawaii camera. This is a pastel pink camera. I feel like to have a kawaii aesthetic room, this is always like an item that I've always seen in other kawaii room tour videos, so I definitely wanted to use it as decor. If you guys saw my other kawaii room tour video, then you guys probably recognize this little setup here. I was trying to reorganize stuff, but I really like the way this worked. So here I have some kawaii a little coin purse. So this is a little cute little wallet with cat ears I got from Daiso. The other one is from Ziploc bags with a My Melody print on them. This is a kawaii Sailor Moon keychain, as well as some canmake eyeshadow palettes that are very, very cute. I wanted to display my kawaii makeup, and I felt like it worked really, really well. As you can see here, sometimes I do keep the packaging, and I feel like it really adds to the room. Some people think of it like, oh, just to get rid of the tags, but it really works well as decor for the room, in my opinion. And then here is a very kawaii bag. My sister actually got this back in middle school, and she absolutely loves this kawaii bag. And so I decided to instead put it in the back so I didn't look so naked or empty. I felt like it needs something to kind of frame the area, and I felt like it worked really well for the back. Here you have a very kawaii water bottle. It's a Hello Kitty themed water bottle you guys probably saw in What's My Kawaii Bag video, and I felt like it worked really well. Here I have a very kawaii, so these little containers you guys see here, I actually got them from Daiso back in middle school. So if you guys are thinking, wondering where I got them, yeah, it's Daiso. Here I have very kawaii lipsticks that our friend, me and my sister's friend Momoko, she actually gave this to us, sent it to us from Japan. And I decided to keep the packaging because first of all, I feel like the lipsticks can have their own little home, and also I feel like they can be used as decor. This is a canmake, kind of like a translucent powder, to be honest. I really, really like it. These are some kawaii lipsticks. I recently got another kawaii canmake themed lipstick. And then here is the canmake blush, which is super, super cute, and the canmake highlighter. So I decided to use that as decor. And as you can see here, most of these items are still in their packaging, and I feel like it's really great because it also works as decor. So here I wanted to create a little bit of height here, and so I decided to use this thing. I think this is for like putting your cake or cupcakes, but I decided to use it for the room. And then here's a very kawaii My Melody bag. I feel like you can put your makeup in there, but I decided to use that for decor, and I think it's very, very kawaii. And this is kind of it with this whole vanity set. I think it's very, very cute. And now let's look over to my bedside. And so this is my bed. I have the same Donald Duck uffufy plushie. And then here I have the A Peach plushie as well. So we both have kind of those two standard plushies. But I definitely wanted to add a couple more plushies because I wanted to make the room, or at least my side of the bed, look kawaii. So here I have a very big rilakkuma that I actually got from Goodwill. It was really, really cheap as well. I got this back in middle school, and I decided to use it on the room. So I think it's very cute. Definitely my favorite plushie. Here is the cinnamoroll plushie I talked to you guys about earlier. It's very, very cute. This friend of mine gave to me before I left back to the US, so it really means a lot to me. Here is rilakkuma with a keychain, you guys. I like using this for my Kawaii Ida bag. I feel like it adds a very kawaii extra touch, or if I want to, I can put it on any bag really, and it makes the bag look really kawaii. This is a rilakkuma plushie with a keychain, so it works as a kawaii plushie, and it also works as to make your bag look very kawaii. And then over the bottom here we have another rilakkuma plushie, but this is rilakkuma wearing a kawaii PJs. These are pastel purple PJs, and they're very, very cute. My sister actually gave this to me before after we came back from Japan. So this is a Japanese plushie from Japan. Now let's look at the walls. So if you guys saw my Kawaii room tour or the room makeover video, the first one I ever did, you guys know that the room went through an extensive redecoration. I mean, there was a lot of remodeling going on, and we wanted a very princessy vibe to it. So we applied wainscoting on the walls, painted the room pink, and then the walls, the ceiling actually got a very pretty, it kind of looks like the sky, to be honest, and that's kind of the main component of the room. But anywho, this is the actual room. This is the way it turned out. I absolutely love the way I was able to redecorate the room, and like I told you guys earlier, I am planning on making a video. I'm actually currently editing that video right now on how to make your room kawaii on a budget, and I do talk about 5 different tips, and I talk to you guys about really narrow down some tips and tricks I have if you guys want to make your room kawaii on a budget. So please be looking forward to that video.
I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Follow me at cutefitego on Instagram in order to get to know me just a little bit better. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!